I absolutely love gaming on the go. I actually like doing a lot of things on the go. I'm editing this video on the go right now.
What's up?
Being portable is great, but one problem that I run to all the time is that the battery life on a lot of portable devices just isn't very good. I love my Steam Deck LCD, but if I'm playing that full tilt, I'm gonna get about an hour of battery life. I love that my phone can film 4K 60 FPS footage that looks really good, but if I do that and I film a lot, the phone isn't gonna last the whole day. I love my laptop, but when I'm editing that 4K footage on the go, after a few hours, my laptop's gonna die. But that's where I finally found a solution with the AOHi Starship 40,000. I've tested a lot of battery banks on this channel, and this one is phenomenal. But it has a few standout features that make it my top pick if you need a lot of power on the go. Starting with the power output, it can do power delivery of up to 3.1, and it can do up to 140 watts of juice. And on that 140 watts, I've had other battery banks in the past that could do up to 140 watts, but the problem was if you tried to do that sustained, for example, if you're trying to power your laptop from zero, the other battery banks I had in the past would overheat after a few minutes of putting out that maximum power output. The AOHi, on the other hand, can do its full 140 watts and does not overheat. It gets warm to the touch, but it doesn't slow its charging speed. As far as ports, it's got one Type-C for power in and two Type-Cs and a Type-A for power out. And when I said earlier that it has a ton of power, I meant a ton of power. You could charge your iPhone 15 about 7 times, a Galaxy S23 about 6 times, it could charge a Nintendo Switch OLED around 5 times, or a Steam Deck OLED around twice, whereas the Steam Deck LCD, because it has a smaller battery, it could be charged more than twice. A 16-inch MacBook Pro just over 0 to 100%, just over one full charge, and that's actually the first portable carryable battery bank that I've used that can fully charge my MacBook, so that is seriously an impressive amount of power. The Starship also has what they call charging station mode, which is way cooler than it sounds. If you have the Starship plugged into the wall, it'll go into charging station mode, and when it's in charging station mode, it's going to do power pass-through, which means unlike other battery packs, the electricity isn't flowing through the battery, so that in the long run, it's going to preserve the AOHi's battery. One of my favorite things about the Starship is that it has this LCD on the front that you can see right here, which is going to show how much battery is left in the bank, how much power is coming in, how much power is going out from each port, and then if it's in its portable battery mode or if it's in charger mode, it's going to show that too. It's actually more useful than you might think to be able to see in real time where the power is going, because for example, I use it with my Steam Deck a lot, and once the Steam Deck battery is full, once it's at about 100%, you can see the charging from the Starship go down to usually around 20 watts if I'm playing a game. And then it's cool to see that when the Steam Deck battery isn't charging anymore, you're basically just pulling current from the Starship instead of from the Steam Deck's battery, and that takes, depending on what you're doing, maybe 20 watts, maybe less. And it gives you a really clear picture on where the juice is going, which maybe it's just because I'm a nerd, but I like to know, especially when electricity is precious and I want it to go exactly where I want it to go, which is almost always into the Steam Deck. The Starship also has an LED on front, which is going to show you how quickly the battery is charging. Yellow is fast charging, blue is standard charging, and green is trickle charging, so you can tell at a glance exactly what the Starship's battery is doing. And if you're charging the Starship, it can charge in less than an hour with a 140 watt brick, which is super impressive for a battery of this size. And with other battery banks that I've had in the past, when you're charging them as fast as they can charge, sometimes they would get so hot that you didn't even want to touch them, and you definitely didn't want it next to any of your other tech if it's in a bag or something. But the Starship, while it does get warm to the touch, I've never felt it get hot, which is a huge plus when you're dealing with this amount of power. The Starship is big. I mean, you can see right here how it compares next to a Steam Deck OLED. That being said, it's not giant, and it weighs about 2 pounds, so it's easy and portable. If you throw it in a backpack, you're not really going to notice the weight. And while you could probably fit this in your pocket, I'm not going to recommend it because it's pretty big. But if you want to, you know, you do you. Oh, and also, I don't usually show unboxings because I don't really care about the unboxing experience personally, and I don't think it's that fun for you all to watch. But AOHi clearly put a bunch of time and effort into the unboxing experience, and it shows. This is super cool packaging, so if that matters to you, it has it. And because it can fully charge the Steam Deck OLED from 0 to 100 about twice in my testing, that means if you started with both of these fully charged, and you're doing the worst case scenario, which in my testing, playing Elden Ring on all ultra settings and stuff, you can burn the Steam Deck OLED in about 2.5 hours. That's on full brightness too. Then if you had this, that means you're going to be getting about 7.5 hours of total gaming time between the two of them. And that should be more than enough to get you through whatever car trip or plane ride or whatever traveling you're doing. This video is sponsored. They did send over the battery pack for testing, but AOHi in no way has any control over what I say about it. These are all my thoughts and opinions. So yeah, if you're interested in getting a crazy powerful external battery bank for charging your Steam Deck or your laptop or whatever it is you want to charge, I'll leave it linked below. And if you have any questions about it, let me know in the comment section below and I'll try to get to them. All right, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.